Okay guys, today's recipe is spaghetti mac, a classic casserole recipe. So we're going to need 3 pounds of beef for this recipe, large elbow macaroni, shredded sharp cheddar cheese, diced green bell pepper, and then we're also going to need, of course, diced onion, and then we're going to use Prego flavored with meat sauce, and then we're also going to use olive oil. We need salt, onion powder, garlic powder, garlic salt, seasoned salt, and also black pepper. Alright, now go ahead and get our water boiling. We're going to need some salt, and then we're also going to add some olive oil, and once the water starts boiling, then we'll go ahead and add our pasta. So for now, we're going to go ahead and get our meat going. Of course, add that onion. We add a bell pepper first, and then add our onion in there, and we're going to get all that mixed up and let that cook together. And then by the time we're done with all of this, our water will be exactly where it needs to be for us to go ahead and add our pasta in there. I'm just going to break it up and then go ahead and let it cook a little bit, and then we're going to add our seasoning. So we're going to start off with the onion powder. Alright, and there's our garlic powder. I don't know, I always add it in this order. I add my powders first and then my regular seasonings. It really doesn't matter. Okay, here we're going to add our garlic salt. And then we're going to add our seasoned salt. And we're going to finish that off with our black pepper. Alright, we're going to mix it all together and let it do its thing. Alright, our water is about right, so we're going to pour that whole bag of macaroni in there. And I like to go ahead and give it a stir and then let it simmer until it starts to plump up, and then that's about when it's done. We're only going to cook our noodles to al dente because, of course, when we add the casserole, put it all together, and we place it in the oven, the noodles are going to continue to cook, so you don't want to overcook your noodles. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and mix our meat together, and it has a little bit more cooking to do. Of course, you can see the pink in there. I'm going to stir it up and let it continue to cook together, and then go ahead and drain the oil off of my meat, and then we're going to add it back into the pan because we're going to go ahead and add our spaghetti sauce at this point. Make sure all the meat is completely brown, that there's no red, before you go ahead and drain your meat. And once you've done that, go ahead and drain it and then add it back in the pan like here, and we're going to pour our sauce right in there. We're going to use 1.5 jars of spaghetti sauce. You mix it all together, and then what you want to do is allow the spaghetti sauce to simmer with the meat. So you can just go ahead and put the top on it, let it simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then it'll be about where it needs to be. Alright, there's our other half a jar. And you see, now it's kind of like a little bit soupy with the sauce. That's what we want. We don't want our meat to be like have just enough sauce, because you want to have enough sauce in there to absorb the pasta that we're adding. There's our lid. Where does it go? Let's check on our pasta. As we can see, it's plumped. And I always, manipulate the pasta, or I even sometimes give it a taste. You can also do that too, just to see, where it is. Alright, so our pasta's in our Pyrex dish. I'm going to pour that meat right over it. And of course, stir that together. And then we're going to add our shredded cheese in there. We're going to add our shredded cheese into the mix, and then we'll add some on top. Just add it right in there. And then mix it. And after you mix it, you want to go ahead and make sure that your noodles are as even as possible before you add the cheese, just so you have a nice even type of mixture. How many of y'all grew up on this casserole? I did, because growing up we didn't have Hamburger Helper out of the box. We had it from scratch. This is similar to the Hamburger Helper recipe. If you've never had it from scratch, you definitely want to try it, because it's even better than Hamburger Helper. Okay, so we have everything nice and even. We're going to go ahead and add our cheese right on top. Just grab your cheese and just layer it. And what you want to do is create a seal with the cheese so you can lock in that moisture so you don't have any dry noodles in this casserole dish. So I just like to, layer it first. Go ahead and lay your cheese down and then come back and, finish up the edges and stuff like that to make sure that you have it pretty well covered. And then after that, we're just going to place our foil on top and we're going to stick it in the oven for about 25 minutes. Don't worry about the cheese sticking to the foil. Just lay it on there, just kind of light, and make sure you seal it well on the sides, and you typically don't have any problems. I'm just kind of pressing on the sides, making sure it's sealed. We just removed the casserole from the oven, and as you can see, there's barely any cheese sticking to the foil. Y'all, this recipe is great with green beans, broccoli, salad, whatever your favorite side dish is that you usually eat with casserole. Just grab it. You can even make some garlic bread and have a nice casserole meal, perfect for fall. As always, we hope that you all enjoyed this recipe. Before you leave, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Please like this video and share it, and we'll definitely catch you next time.